had loved reading it. She had especially liked the sketches he had made of the dolphins and other wildlife. Craig McGrath could have been an artist if he hadn't become a scientist. A school project based on that diary had won a statewide competition, and Craig had gone on to study marine biology in college. Jody had inherited her parents' fascination with dolphins. To her, there was nothing more interesting on earth than the playful, intelligent, mysterious creatures who belonged to the group of mammals called cetaceans. The chance to travel with her parents and share in their research really was a dream come true. Of course, it meant leaving school and her friends behind, but she would stay in touch with them via the internet, and there would be no escaping schoolwork while they were at sea, no matter what her little brothers might think. One reason Craig and Gina McGrath had chosen Maddie out of all the graduate students who had applied for the job of their assistant was that she had trained as a school teacher and would be able to make sure that Jody and her brothers didn't fall behind in their studies. But this was the start of summer vacation, with more than 2 months of glorious freedom stretching ahead. Jody was getting out of school a little early because of Dolphin Universe. Her friends would still be stuck there for another week. She had said goodbye to them today, and they had promised to think of her tomorrow. A soft knock at the door made her jump. The door opened and Gina McGrath poked her head in. "Oh, sweetheart, you're not still up?" Jody smiled ruefully. "I can't sleep." Gina smiled back and came in with her arms outstretched. Jody jumped up and gave her mother a big warm hug. "I know how you feel," Gina said softly in her ear, "but try to get some rest. We've got a busy day tomorrow." "Okay, I'll try," Jody replied. "Good night, Mom." She climbed into bed and dutifully shut her eyes, and her mother put out the light. The next thing Jody knew, Sean and Jimmy were marching through her room, making enough noise for a small army as they whistled and shrieked and shouted, "D-Day, D-Day, D-Day, Dolphin Day." For once, Jody was too excited to get mad at them. Today of all days, she didn't want to sleep in. She jumped up and rushed to get ready. By 9 o'clock, the McGraths were at the marine just outside Fort Lauderdale. It was a beautiful day, already hot beneath the blazing sun, but with enough breeze to stir the rigging. Jody loved the familiar clanking sound made by the metal lines knocking against the masts. She hurried along the narrow wooden jetties among the many boats of all sizes, her heart thumping with excitement as she caught sight of the elegant Dolphin Dreamer. For some reason, boats are always called She, was a beautiful 2-masted schooner. The gleaming white fiberglass prow was decorated with a picture of 2 leaping dolphins painted by Jody's father. Of course, the twins were there first, swarming over the decks with bloodthirsty cries, pretending to be pirates. Jody felt like yelling with excitement herself, but she managed to quietly follow her parents. "Those boys," sighed Gina. "I hope they calm down. If they don't, I'll drop them in the drink. That'll cool 'em off," Craig said, shifting the weight off his bags. "They'd probably love it. They'd love to walk the plank," said Jody. "A plank?" Her father winced comically. "I knew we'd forgotten something." Harry Pierce was waiting for them on deck. He was a tall, strongly built man with a weathered face and thick, closely cropped graying hair and beard. Jody had heard he was divorced and had a daughter her age who lived with her mother in West Palm Beach. Jody guessed that he must miss his daughter very much. "Welcome aboard," Harry said in his gruff English accent. He reached out to take Jody's bag. "We're all present and accounted for now." Dr. Taylor arrived, asked Gina, as she clambered nimbly on board. "He's getting settled in down below," Harry replied. Then he turned to Sean and Jimmy, bellowing, "Come on, boys, look lively." But his kind blue eyes were twinkling.